Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit. We are about to get into the one-on-one battles. Holy fuck. Oh, and if it's anything like the last five, honestly I think it even might surpass it. I think it might even surpass the last 5 episodes. And that is saying something, because they were great. What am I witnessing at this moment in time? I have no fucking... I just can't comprehend. I can't comprehend what is happening. And I think that trend will possibly continue. Episode 5 was solid. It was solid. It was great. It was awesome. Fucking, like... so much tension towards the end there. What on earth? I thought Midoriya had been knocked out. I was like, doesn't I was in shock, pure shock. Tokiyami saving the day, like a true hero would. Bakugo, like, I mean, it was definitely one of my favorite Bakugo episodes. But then again, like, how many episodes does Bakugo really have? Like, I kind of just take it as, I know it's like supposed to be following Deku and stuff, so it's like generally from like his perspective and stuff, but I kind of just see it as like the show is it's moving along, and you know what I mean. If Bakugo is in it at any point, then I'll just consider it to be like, you know, a Bakugo episode. And if Todoroki's in it, I'll consider it to be a Todoroki episode. I'll just consider it a fucking My Hero Academia episode. The whole class episode. You know? But it was definitely one of my favourite Bakugo episodes. For sure. What else do I need? See, I've only got 4 notes here, so I can't really... What was that? Oh, I think Todoroki was going to speak to Midoriya, wasn't he? And All Might was going to talk to Endeavor, and I did pick up on the parallel rivalry thing. So I imagine that's going to go down this episode. I feel like it might be like one of those episodes where you're just sitting there going, fuck. Like, building up the fucking, the tension. I think that's what it's going to be, like one of those episodes. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Without further ado, let's get into... I say that I hate this, because there's no way I can put down my pen without it falling off the fucking... There, stay. Okay, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay? I felt like compared to all of the episodes before this, all of them that I've done, I felt like I barely reacted in this one. Like, and the reason for that is, well, half of it, you know, I said before the episode began, it's the I felt like this would be a tension episode, it's just building up tension and stuff, and when that kind of stuff is happening, I can't, the only thing I can really do is just listen to what they're saying and just take it in, which is why a lot of the time when I feel that I feel that tension, and you'll see me or you'll hear me exhale a lot, so I'll just be sitting here and all of a sudden I'll be like, you know, because it gets to be that way, and I feel like I was just doing that for most of the reaction for this episode. So I apologize if it wasn't up to scratch. I just so I really react to it. Well, I guess we'll mention, you know, from the beginning, the most important stuff was with Todoroki. But I saw the secret love child thing. I mean, he kind of it was like a little comedy moment that like dispersed in a lot of like a serious moment, which I was not expecting at all. But he did like a little bit later. He did say, I can't really remember what he said. It was somewhat along the lines of like I don't necessarily mean that, but it means that you have a connection with All Might and stuff. And I have said in the previous episode that if anyone was going to get this, it would be Todoroki. So I'm glad I got that right. I've nailed that head on. He hasn't completely got it yet, but he's the closest. It's got to be him. Has to be, right? Fucking Endeavor, like that's why I made him. And then later on with the quirk marriages thing, like, you know what I mean? Only fucking, you know what I mean? Only getting with somebody so that he could create, like, essentially, like, a weapon, you know what I mean? And he's doing this, what, all in spite of All Might. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, I created this human. I mean, I don't even know if he would say that. Like, if he had the option of saying like, I created this human being, I don't even think he would say human, would he? Like, he just thinks of Todoroki as like a thing, essentially, just a weapon. Like I said, like what? And fucking when he was saying that his mother poured boiling water on him because he's like his left side is like unsightly. I generally almost teared up at that point. I like honestly my eyes were watering at that point. Like I generally almost let go there. And that's yet to happen. That's yet to happen in these whole reactions. He said he'll completely reject his father by beating Jekyll with literally he's right. He's with his ice powers, because he doesn't want to use. He just like the idea of having fire, because that's his father's power, and mental, crazy. It kind of, extended that thing from the OVA with his backstory, and all of that makes sense now. Like looking back at like what that little flashback was in the OVA to Shoto and stuff, like this just all makes sense now. And before, when I'm like, oh my god, Endeavor, he's cool, or he looks cool, whatever the fuck, I'm just not on board with that guy at all. I don't like that. That's fucked. What a dick. I think he's the one character that I just truly despise. I think there hasn't been a character in this show that I've like hated. Like not even the villains that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like I never looked at the villains and went, "You guys fucking suck." I imagine if they actually did kill somebody, like Sue or like Aizawa, so I probably would. But like, you know what I mean? They ended up getting away, but. Yeah, like Endeavor, how he is considered a hero, and the number 2 hero at that, is beyond me. That's all I literally wrote down, because I figured those were like the important things, and then the second half of the episode was a bit more like geared towards a bit more fun side, to kind of level out the seriousness, I guess. Jero looked good in that cheerleading outfit. I mean, she always looks good, but I like how the American cheerleaders all had like straight shaped noses. It was funny. The thing is, right, is that like in today's society, a lot of people would consider that racist. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I think people take things way too seriously in this day and age, I think. But that's funny. Is that it? Oh, Right, let's see what I remember of the pairings, like of the one-on-one fights. So there is. Alright, so there's obviously, yeah, there's Deku and Shinso. There is Todoroki and is it Tape Guy? Those two are fighting off against each other. There is Bakugo and Uraraka. And that was funny. Who's that? Who's that? He says, "Oh man, like everything that he says makes me laugh or makes me like fired up or makes me like he's the one that invokes he can invoke any emotion out of me, that character. That's why he's my favorite, because he can literally evoke any emotion from me, you know what I mean? Generally with Todoroki, up until this point, like I've always considered, oh my god, he's just powerful. But at this point, like, I was just like, you know what I mean? Is he overpowered? Like, you know what I mean? So I was wondering, like that's why I haven't really. I feel like I haven't focused on him a lot, because up until this point, I just generally thought, oh no, he's just overpowered. So you know, whatever, it's cool. You know what I mean? He's got really cool powers, and you know what I mean. Everything he does looks cool, but it's like I feel like that was the only emotion I was getting was wow, and that was it. You know, I was getting like the awe emotion kind of thing, and not really anything else. But after this episode, though, right now I'm starting to, you know, now we're starting to like actually get some like extensive backstory and things like that, and with the fact that that I hate Endeavor so much, like now he's like really coming into the forefront, which is great. Who else? Oyama, Naval is a guy, and is it Mina? I think it's Mina Ashido, isn't it? Because she said that in last episode. The slug girl, anyway, with acid and stuff. Them two are going up against each other. Tokoyami and Momo. That'll be an interesting pairing. I think I'd like to see that. I hope they do. They've got to show the other ones as well. They'll have to. Ida and the support girl, I think they're a pairing. I know there's more. Who the fuck else? Who else? Who else is there? Well, two people on Shinso's team. So there was Ojiro and then whoever the other guy was. I guess he must be. I don't know, but he didn't want to do it. Or they didn't want to do it because they felt like they just were basically given a path to the final, or to the path to the one-on-one fights, essentially, like to the actual place where you can get noticed. Like this is like the obstacle race and the cavalry battle is all well and good, but you've got so much action happening all the time that it's like, you know, unless you do something like really special, like what Deku did or something, or Todoroki did or Bakugo, that you're not going to get noticed in that regard. So like the one-on-one fight is where you can truly like set yourself apart from other people. But they, you know, due to pride and due to like, you know, being that humble, that they, you know, they understand, like other people will not understand what actually happened. The idea that Shinso can just mind control people, like, you know, people watching from the crowd and at home are probably looking at that, go, what, like, why on earth would you withdraw? But they know, and they don't, you know, they're just, you know, they don't want a free pass to that. You know, they want to do it with their own power, which, you know what I mean, I fully respect. So well done, Ojiro. Ojiro's been one where like he's been in the background and hasn't been in there much. So it's nice to see, like, you know, some like a little bit of exposition on him. This has been a long, like, a long discussion period, but that's because it was one of those episodes where you're getting like all of this information. You're getting there's a lot of character development in this one. Really good. and I think that's it. Oh yeah, so like because they moved out, they've got like class 1B people coming in. So I guess that Tetsu guy, or as people pointed out in the comments, is Tetsu is iron in Japanese. So essentially his name in English is Iron. His oh my god. Yeah, so he's moving up, and I don't know who else. So I don't know who's going through. Oh, fucking Pikachu's going through, isn't he? Because he was on Todoroki's team. Who's he up against? Maybe he's up against one of the ones from 1B. And that is it, I believe. Right. Oh, fucking yeah, Kirishima guy. Yeah, fucking hardening and steel, innit? Yeah, because they're it's pretty much exactly the same. It might as well be the same power, innit? It's just one's made of metal and one just hardens. So yeah, and that's it. That is all of them. Wow. You know, like it's this episode is a prime example as to why this show is not only good for its like it's not only is like good for its creativity and its inventive nature or its action scenes or anything like that, but you know, it's exposition and character development, you know what I mean? Like, this is a whole episode that was pretty much dedicated to that, and, you know, it's a great episode because of that. Like I said, it generally almost made me tear up at one point. Incredible. Okay, we are about to get into the one-on-ones next episode. It's going to be Deku versus Shinso. That has been episode 6 of My Hero Academia Season 2. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.